Hey friends, welcome to the free workshop, 6 steps to build an online business using the knowledge you already own and without a business degree, burning out or subscribing to hustle culture. Can I get an amen? My name is Brittany Bruce and I'm going to be leading you through this workshop. I'm going to be showing you how you can use the knowledge you already have to make money for your family and to help the people that you are called to. And by the end of our time together, it's going to be about 1 hour. By the end of our time together, you're going to learn my 6-step framework that I lead my private coaching clients through. So my high ticket private coaching clients, they come to me so I can teach them this 6-step framework so that they can build their business, they can grow their business, they can serve their audience, and you will learn this by the end of our time together. So I'm super excited that you're here. And guess what? If you stay until the very end, if you can handle the entire workshop and stay to the end, I am going to gift you my social media templates. These are the social media templates that I send my private coaching clients to get them started, to get them to launch their business, to get it out into the world where they just have to tweak it. They're Canva templates. It's easy to tweak. And at the end of this, I will send you the link that you can have just by being with me here on the workshop. Free gift for being here. So if you're wondering what in the world you're going to be learning, in the next 30 to 40 minutes, you're going to be learning my 6-step framework, how to get clarity in what you're called to do. Amen. And then how to create a quick elevator pitch for your brand. We're going to do it right here, right now during this workshop on how to pitch yourself, how to tell people what it is that you do. I'm going to teach you how to make money before you build any product. I'm going to share with you the secret of how I generated 7 figures in 18 months in my online business. I'm going to teach you the first product to create to guarantee sales. I'm going to teach you how to create a marketing machine, how to sell without being weird and salesy, and then how to start doing the thing, how to not waste any more time, how to not continue with the excuses. The secret that I can teach you on how to start and do the thing. So do me a favor, turn off all your distractions. Okay. Tell your kids to go somewhere, shift them off to the grandma's house. Tell your husband, hey, he's got the next hour. Turn off all your distractions, the 17 tabs that you got opened, put your phone down, put it on silent, because here's the God's honest truth. You have knowledge and you have heard probably your whole life, knowledge is power, learn all the things, knowledge is power. But here's the truth. Action is power. Those who actually see results take action. They don't just consume. They do and take action. Okay. So first steps of action that you can take right now is to download the workshop workbook. If you haven't already, download the workbook, fill it out as we go, take lots and lots of notes. Okay. And then decide now that you're going to implement what you learn today. There's going to be a lot that we cover, but decide now that, hey, I'm going to actually do this. I've been called to this. I know that this is something that I can do. I know that this is something that the Lord can bless. So I'm going to decide now. I'm going to do what she tells me to do. I'm going to implement what she tells me to implement today, right now. All right. Because here's what I know. You might be feeling a little bit confused. There are a lot of voices out there talking about this. There are a lot of people teaching this, a lot of gurus trying to sell you stuff, and you're confused on how to start. What programs do you need? How much money are you going to have to invest in building a business? What do you talk about? What do you create? What kind of content does your people need? Like, you are confused, which then leads to overwhelm. You're overwhelmed with where to start, with what to do. And so you just don't do anything. You don't do anything because you're overwhelmed. It starts with the confusion. At least you're overwhelmed. And then you feel fear. You're scared. You're like, okay, what if I do this and I fail? What if I do this and nobody buys? What if I show up and nobody shows up with me? What if I launch the course, launch the retreat, host the workshop, and my friends talk about me, my family talks about me? Like, there's so many things coming at you. And I understand that because I have lived through all the feelings, through all the emotions, still do. I'm human, right? We still do, no matter where we are at in our business journey, we still feel all the feels, right? But my hope is by the end of this workshop, you will not only get a little bit more clarity in where it is that you're going and what you're called to do and how to do it, but you're going to be confident in taking steps forward in the thing that God's calling you to do, the business that He's calling you to start, the course, the potential course that you can create, the potential programs that you can create. So my hope is that we're going to turn your fear into confidence within the next hour. All right. Before we get into the nitty gritty on the how, the what, the when, the why, I want to share a tiny bit backstory on me. So if you have no idea who I am, hello, my name is Brittany Bruce. I'm a mama to 4, a wife to 1. There's my sweet little family. We have twins who are 10. We have a little boy. He is on the autism spectrum. His name is Joe. He's barely in our picture because he's in this stage right now where he doesn't want to be in any pictures. And a little girl named Bonnie. She is 6 years old. And I started out my adulting life as a 5th grade teacher. That's what I always wanted to teach. So I started out as a 5th grade teacher. I've always been in ministry. I've been on our worship team for 20 years. I've helped with youth, women's ministry. And in 2014, when I was pregnant with the twins, I decided, you know what? It makes no sense to teach with this small little salary. I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. And I thought my dreams were about to come true. I could be pioneer woman. I could cook all day. I could be joining games. I could decorate all day. I could, if I could watch 30 kids in a classroom, I could easily handle twins, right? So I became a stay-at-home mom. But here's the new problems that arose. We had no extra money. We went from having 2 incomes to 1 income. We had no extra money. I felt lost and between these 2 worlds of like wanting to be a mother and a homemaker, but also feeling like there was something else, that there was something more, that the Lord was calling me into something. And I wasn't 100% sure what, but I know He had called me to lead. I felt like I had no clarity or purpose or direction in my life. I had lost my identity a little bit through pregnancy, through motherhood. And then ultimately, at the end of the day, I felt unfulfilled. I knew God was calling me out to lead and lead in a different way. And I knew that it could potentially look like leading in the business world, in the marketplace. And so my desire in that season was like, I want to make money for my family. I'm so sick of feeling unfulfilled and feeling like I'm not able to contribute and feeling like I know I'm called to more and to help people. But I still want freedom. I still want to be with my kids. I still want to be a homemaker. And my desire was to have that time freedom, to make money, to be obedient to what I was called to do, and then ultimately feel fulfilled at the end of each day. And so leading into that, I built my first business. It was a photography business. I used the camera that was collecting dust at the top, shelf of my closet. I built my first business as a photographer. I scaled it to 6 figures in 1 year. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I could take this and I could teach people how to be a photographer. So then I built another business while shooting, while raising kids, while being pregnant with Joe, while doing all the things. I built my second business as an online educator. I scaled that business to 7 figures in 18 months. All right. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I realized the framework I used to start and build my first business was repeatable in my second business. So I used the same format, the same framework, the framework that I'm going to teach you today, that I was able to build my first business. It was successful. My second business, it was successful. And then that gave me the confidence to then do it again and again and again. And my husband and I became these serial entrepreneurs. We were like, we figured out this system. Like we figured it out. And we opened up a women's boutique in our hometown. My husband built a real estate company and then a property management company. And we scaled these businesses. But we had a new problem. we hit another problem. We became extremely unhealthy. This is a video of me about 5 years ago when we were running all of these businesses and I was unhealthy. I became too busy for my family. We had a nanny in the home, like raising my kids. I didn't have any time for my friendships, for my family. I didn't have any time to do ministry work. My businesses, instead of me owning them, they owned me. And my focus was no longer on Jesus. My focus was on running these businesses so that nothing would fail and nothing would fall. I felt like I was, juggling glass plates into the air and just trying to not have any of them fall or break. I was very prideful. I mean, it was just not the life that I knew God had for me, because I knew He had called me to serve Him, to follow Him, and to lead others to do the same. I know He had called me to build these businesses, but then I got in the way. My flesh got in the way. Success got in the way. Money got in the way. And you might be wondering, like, Brittany, why are you talking about this? Because I bought in to the business hustle culture. I listened to the business gurus on how to. They're going to teach you how to start a business. They're going to teach you how to make money. They're going to teach you how to create courses, get wealthy, all these things. But what they're not going to tell you is what it's going to cost you or what it costs them if you follow their framework. And so the purpose of me telling y'all all this to you is I want you to understand that I understand that there are a lot of educators and coaches and teachers out there saying, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. But what I really want you to do is look at their life and ask yourself, is that the life that I want? 3 years ago, I laid down all of my businesses to pursue Jesus because I knew there was a better way to do what I was called to do. And I knew He needed me to pursue Him, to follow Him, so that I could teach you that there is a better way, a healthier way, a holier way to start and build and grow a business. And so again, over the last 3 years of stepping away, I've created and tested and shared with my new students a new and better way to build a business. It is the marriage between creating an online knowledge business that can give you true time freedom, where you're not having to go to a brick and mortar. You're not having to run all these multiple businesses. It's the online knowledge business using the knowledge you own, married with my 6-step framework that can give you unlimited income potential and time freedom and kingdom impact. Y'all, this business framework works. I built my own online business to 7 figures in 18 months, and I've seen hundreds of my private coaching students and thousands of my online students build successful businesses using it too. And that's why I'm excited to teach it to you, because it's different. It's not what you're going to hear from anyone else. And so I want to encourage you that this next hour of your life, you can not only learn a lot, but I hopefully am going to show you a new way to do business and ministry, a new way to do it that is countercultural, but it's going to be super beneficial for your life, for your family, for your children, for the generations to follow, and the people that need what you have. I want you, before we begin, to stop discounting yourself. You are called to this. You are created for this. And you have been uniquely gifted to lead with the knowledge you've acquired and the experiences you've been through. You were made, every single day up till today has uniquely prepared and equipped you to teach and lead and to serve others with the knowledge and experience you have. And here's the truth. You don't need to be an expert in your niche and in your field. You just have to be a couple steps ahead in order to lead someone to where you are today. You don't have to have a huge audience. I've never been popular on social media. You don't need a huge audience to do what you're called to do, to create a sustainable and profitable business. You don't need to be tech savvy. I am not tech savvy. You don't need a huge team. I don't have a team. And you don't have to subscribe to hustle culture and buy into the fact that you have to dance in front of reels and you have to post 10 times a day and you have to do. You don't have to hustle. And you don't have to have upside down priorities in order for you to be successful. You don't have to sacrifice your children and your marriage and your health to be successful. You don't. And I'm living proof of it. So stop discounting yourself and remember that you have everything that you need to do what you're called to do. And so, with that, I want to introduce to you my simple 6-step framework. We call this in our membership community and our private coaching clients, we call this the business wheel of life. And I walk you through in my courses and in my membership, I walk you through step by step each step of the way on how to walk through this business framework. But for the purposes of time today, I'm going to kind of walk you through it and teach a little bit of each part so that you can get started building and growing your business. So the outside circle, we call the clarity circle, and it is to get crystal clear clarity on what it is that God's calling you to do. I walk you through how to surrender your pride, how to surrender your time, how to surrender your way of doing things your way. And then you pray and ask the Lord to help you. In order for you to totally be fulfilled and confident at the end of each day and in where your business is going, you have to submit it and surrender it through prayer to Jesus. So again, I walk you through getting clarity in your calling. It is the very first step every single day, every single quarter, every single year that I walk my membership and my course students through. It's the very first step. But for the purposes of today, we're going to just talk about 3 of the parts of the clarity circle. I want to talk to you and I want to walk you through the dream part, the why part, and the goals part, because those are super actionable steps that we can get accomplished right now, today. All right. So the very first thing that we're going to do, and I want you to take action on, is I want you to take 30 seconds and I want you to dream. This is the step 1. This is something that you cannot skip in order to see your life, your ministry, and your business be successful. Is you have to have a dream. Surrender it to the Lord and ask yourself, what do you see? 3 years from now, you are living the life you've only dreamed of. You are living the life that you hope for and you want. What does that look like? And let me just give this to you. If it is yachts and Ferraris, you haven't completely surrendered your dream yet. I want you to ask the Lord, give me a dream for my life. 3 years from now, what am I doing? What does it look like? Who am I? Where do I live? Who am I with? What am I doing? And how am I doing it? Take a couple seconds right now and write it down in your journal or in your workbook. 3 years from now, I'm living the life I've only dreamed of. Who are you? Are you an author? Are you a speaker? Are you a preacher? Are you a mother? Are you leading others? Are you sharing your testimony? Where do you live? Do you live in the current home that you live in right now? Who are you with? Are you with your husband, your children, your parents, your closest friends? Are you with the body of believers in your church? What are you doing? Are you selling courses and leading retreats? Are you leading mastermind programs where you're able to help other people change their life? Another thing is, how are you doing it? Are you doing it from home? Are you traveling the world? 3 years from now, you are living the life you've only dreamed of. Take a few seconds. Allow yourself, give yourself permission to know that we serve the God of the universe who does big things. We serve a big God. So dream big. How are you serving the body of Christ in your life, in your business, in your ministry? Write it down as fast as you can. Don't overthink this. The second thing that I want to walk you through in the clarity circle is your why. Now that you've dreamed a little bit, again, this is like speed up version of how we typically do this in our courses and memberships. Why is this important to you? Why is building out this online knowledge business important to you? Why is making money for your family important to you? Why is it important to the people around you? This book that you're writing, the retreat that you're hosting, why is it important to the people around you, your friends, your family, your parents, your children, your spouse? And then last but not least, why is it important to the people you serve? The people who are out there that need what you have, the people that God has specifically called you to. Why is it important that you take steps forward in this dream? How can it help them? Why is it important to them? Write it down as fast as you can in your workbook or in your notes. And then the third thing that I want to walk you through the clarity cycle is one simple goal. What needs to happen in order for you to live the life that you're called to? That 3-year vision that you have written down, that dream, what your life looks like, what you're doing. We need to set a goal. Now, this is not a 4-letter cuss word like some of my students think a goal is. A goal is simply saying, I'm going to take action. So write this down. I will begin building my business by this date. Hopefully it's today, tonight. I will begin building my business by tonight so that, and then put out a why. The why that you just jotted down, so that I can be obedient in the call of my life, so that I can help contribute financially for my family, so that my children can see their mother stepping into obedience, even though it doesn't make sense, so that the people that I'm called to can be freed and redeemed, and they can take action on what they're called to do. I think a lot of the times we forget that our obedience and our lack of obedience and our lack of action is actually hurting the people that we are called to help. So set a goal. We dreamed, we wrote down a few whys to get that foundation to remember why we even pressed play on this workshop. And last but not least, we're going to set a goal. I will begin building my business by today, by tonight, by tomorrow, by Monday, so that, and then give your reasons. Make it happen. Set your first goal. This needs to happen. One of my favorite people of all time, one of my students, now friends, Christy Braddock, she just built Shine Ministries. She says, God gave me a dream and a vision, but I didn't know the steps to take to launch. Brittany has taught me the skills I need so that I can steward what he has entrusted me with. The fun part is joining other women who are chasing after Jesus and cheering them on as they do what they're called to do. This is the power of taking time to do this. All right, so we spent about 5 minutes doing this, the quick rapid fire clarity cycle. Again, there's so many more aspects to this, but we're going to keep going. So now that we have a little bit of clarity on what it is that we're doing, where are we going, the first step and the first part of building your business is actually building a brand. All right. So again, we are going through our clarity. We're going through our 6-step framework, which the first step is the clarity cycle. Now we're moving on to the inside of the business wheel of life, which is building your brand. Now, most people think that your brand is colors, fonts, logos, but a brand is actually your business that has a soul, a personality, an identity, Okay, so your business is kind of like the skeleton. Your brand is the soul, it's the personality, it's what gives your business life. And it's the first step in building your business and ministry. And if that's, a little bit overwhelming, I like to teach it this way. Your brand is the marriage between who you are and who you serve. That is your brand. Who you are and what it is that you want to teach, what it is you want to share, how you want to teach it and share it, and married to the people that you are called to. So the question is, to help you build your brand, is who are you? Are you an author, speaker, founder? Are you a podcaster, teacher, creative, photographer, educator, ministry leader, entrepreneur? Who are you? What are your strengths, or what has led you up to this point in your life? Who are you? And now, who do you serve? Do you feel called to help business owners, moms, missionaries, the busy people in the world, writers, pet owners, Christians, Gen Z, millennials, homeowners, investors? There is a specific burden on your heart for a specific people group. And you might need to spend some time in prayer and ask God, hey, who am I called to help here? I know who I am. I know I have always been a teacher. I've always been a leader. I have always been a creative. I've always been an encourager, a coach, a mentor. But now I need help with, Lord, who specifically are my people? Moses had a very specific people group he had a passion for. The Hebrew people, he had a specific passion for, right? You have a specific people that you are called to, because we're not called to serve the world. That was Jesus's job. We are not Jesus. But he has delegated certain people groups for us to help and serve with the gifts, strengths, and talents that God has entrusted us with. Who are your people? Now I'm going to teach you how to create a brand elevator pitch. Okay. And we're going to take those two aspects, who we are and who we serve, and we're going to create a quick elevator pitch that you can have right now in your pocket. Again, this is what I teach my private coaching clients, and I want to teach it to you right now. So your elevator pitch, or this is something that you can put on your Instagram or something on your website. It's who you are plus what you do. So the nouns, the verbs, and then the people group for who, and then your process, your plan, and then the outcome of that process or plan. Okay. So again, this is in your workbook. You can jot it down, take notes. You can simply put who you are. All right. So I am Brittany Bruce. I'm an author and speaker, and I help and inspire ministry leaders to build their brands so that they can make money doing what they love. Okay, so that was just a quick on the cuff way that you can do your own elevator pitch. So this is the very first step of building your brand, is you getting clear on who you are, who you serve, and how you do it, so that you can tell other people who you are, who you serve, and how you do it. Because branding is all about attracting the right people and repelling everybody else. That is what the purpose of building a brand is, or the goal of your brand is to attract the right people, because we weren't called to serve the world, and repel everybody else. So here's mine. I'm Brittany, founder of Well Done Women, where we educate, equip Christian women on how to build and launch their online businesses so that they can make money and help others change their life. That's it. That's what we do. It's the elevator pitch. It's something that you can tell your mama, your spouse, like, hey, here's my brand. This is what I do. I'm not confused about it. I know I'm called to it. You can tell your social media following, hey, this is my brand. This is who I am. This is what I do. I can help you. And you're speaking life into those people who need what you have and are interested now in following you and working with you. And the cool part about this elevator pitch is you can use iterations for your website, for social media. You can tweak it for the setting that you're in. If you're starting a podcast, it could be the intro to your podcast. If a YouTube video is the intro to your YouTube video. If you're speaking on stage, or if you are a podcast guest, you can use iterations of this brand elevator pitch anywhere you go. All right. So use it and implement it. All right. Here's one of my favorite people of all time, Emily Stewart. She built Walking Worthy Ministries. She says, through the branding module of this course, I was able to fully create my brand elements for Walking Worthy, which is huge. Brittany gives you action steps so that you can be moving forward as you're taking the course. And by the end, you could be ready to launch a business with a product. If you're looking for a sign, do it. This changed my life. Y'all, before this course, she didn't know what in the world she was doing. Now she is building out a full course. And she says, I'll do it 1,000 times over and over again. All right. So she went from having no clarity, no roadmap, no idea of how to do anything. She is a nurse. She is not at all in business. And now she has a full online business, helping people change their life. All right. So we went through the clarity circle. We dreamed, we got our why, we are focused in, we built our brand. Now the next step is product development. All right. So now that we have a brand, we know who we are, we know who we serve. Now we're going to create products to help the people that we're called to. Because the beautiful thing about building your brand is that you are going to understand and learn all the pain points and problems that your ideal client, the people group that you're called to have. And now you're able to build products to help them solve those pains, solve those problems. That's how this framework works. So if you are wanting time freedom, unlimited income, I suggest you build knowledge products. That can look like digital courses, a membership community where you're getting paid month after month after month by sharing your knowledge month after month. These all can grow exponentially. You could set up private coaching where you're just sitting one-on-one with somebody to help them walk them through the product or the program that you've built. You could build out a group cohort, a group mastermind program. This is essentially group coaching where you're taking a small group of people who have the same problem and you're walking them through together so that they can have each other, they can have you, they can have community. I love my mastermind programs. They are the most fun thing to lead and to run and to work with those people because they're like you. You become this new family. Also, you can have workshops and retreats, which is another one of my other favorite things about knowledge products is that you can gather people in your home, gather people in a hotel conference room, gather people in a luxury beach home, which is what I do, and have a retreat with them, teach them, cry with them, pray with them. These are just ideas that you can take, and I'm going to teach you how to do on how to build knowledge-based products online. All right. And here's a question that I get a lot. How did you make 7 figures with this one online knowledge business? Okay. Remember, I started with photography. I was, trading my time for dollars. I was shooting every weekend on weddings and weekdays and mornings, evening. I was shooting on weekends, Sundays. I mean, it was a mess. And then I built an online knowledge business teaching people how to be a photographer. And they asked me, how did you make 7 figures? How did you do that, Brittany? And I'm going to share it with you right now. So if you haven't been paying attention, now would be a good time to pay attention if this is something that interests you. How did I make 7 figures with one business? It was through product funnels. So I teach product funnels, which is essentially you build one program. You create one framework, one system. You have one program and you build it out in several different ways. You could create a digital course about it. You can teach a membership community about it where you're getting paid monthly at a cheaper price. You lead your private coaching clients through it. You then lead them through a mastermind and then you get them into a retreat. So your one client is going to come in and they're going to purchase your digital course, leading them through how to get from A to Z. And then from there, you then lead them to a membership community to say, hey, did you like that course? Why don't you join other like-minded people just like you who are taking the same course? And then meet with me where I can coach you, I can lead you. And then from there, that one person will join your course, get inside of your membership community. Their life will be radically changed. They will make money and then they'll be able to afford your private coaching. which then wants them to go next level and then join your mastermind and then end up in a beach house with you and y'all can have a sleepover at a retreat. So this is the product funnel. This is my secret. If you wondered how in the world did I do that, one person walks through a product funnel and they purchase each one of your products. And here's the deal. In order for me to radically change someone's life, they have to be committed to these products. My social media followers, I am not able to change their life. I will not be able to change your life through this one workshop. And you're not going to be able to change other people's lives through your social media follower and through your webinars and workshops that you create or your podcast. Like when people come to me and say, Brittany, you have radically changed my life, it is because they have gone through my product funnel. So I don't want you to see this as like a scammy, sleazy thing. This is how I can help someone get from where they are to where they want to go. And your products, when they're investing in your products, they're committed to the outcome. They're committed to it. And the way that they show their commitment is through time, money, and energy getting inside of your ecosystem of the way that you created your brand and your product funnel. Okay? So the first product that I always recommend starting with, because you're like, okay, Brittany, that is a lot. That's a lot of things. Now, these you will not create in one day. This happens over time, over many years. As you build on one, you'll build on another and you'll build on another. And so I know your next question is like, okay, what's the first one I need to start with? Here's what I teach my membership, my course students, my private coaching clients do. The first product that I always recommend starting with is one-on-one coaching, so that you can get paid fast and create your program while you coach. When you get on one-on-one coaching with somebody, you're able to get inside of the brains and the hearts and the souls of the people that God has called you to. And most of the tools, most of them that you can use to start coaching are free. And that's why I recommend starting with coaching. It's a low cost of entry. It's a low investment, and most of the tools are free. So how do you start with coaching? You simply put this out to your email list, your social media, your Facebook page. Hey, I'm looking for 3 busy moms who are struggling with losing weight and are wanting to get in a smaller jean size by summer with a specific goal. Okay, so yours is going to be very tailored to your niche and what you're called to and your people group and your, obviously knowledge and education and what your background and how you can help. But use this formula. Book your first 3 clients today. Put this out there. I am looking for 3 specific ideal clients who are struggling with what is their obstacle, what's their problem or pain point, and are wanting to, what's their goal? Put that out there. Start with free. Start with offering it for free so that you can get inside of people's minds and heads, get some reviews, and then do this again a couple months later and put a $sign on it. Okay, now you've created a business. Now you have traded your knowledge for money. And very quickly, there are 5 steps to coaching, and this is all free tools that you can use. 5 steps with coaching is create an application form through Google Forms. Have people get in an application so you can, qualify people that you're able to work together, that you can actually help them. It qualifies them, it qualifies you. Create an application through Google Forms, schedule the date through your paper planner or Calendly, send a questionnaire saying like, okay, we got a date on the calendar. I can help you. I can work with you. Send another questionnaire through Google Forms. Say, hey, I have some questions for you, so that you can get into their hearts, their minds, their heads to see what specific problems they have. And here's the best part. In my courses and in my memberships, I give you the application form. I give you the questionnaire that I use. I give you the coaching format on how to walk people through being a coach. So if you're like, Brittany, I'm not a coach, well, guess what? That's why I'm here. That's why I'm helping you. You'll send the questionnaire. You'll meet with them on Zoom, which is another free platform. And then you'll send an after call summary with an email. Free. Okay? And if you do this 1 or 2 times, get some reviews, get some feedback, get some experience under your belt, do it again and charge for it. This is how we start. And the goal here is to learn your ideal client, understand what they want from you, help them get results, get reviews to include on your website or social media, make money right now before you spend a dime anywhere else, see momentum, and then you get to build your first program. You're able to be like, oh, this is how I led them through. Now I can build my first program. And then guess what? Once you create your first life-changing step-by-step program, framework, or system, your product funnel is ready for liftoff. You then can make a course. You then can create a membership community. You then can start private coaching and increase your price. You then can create a group mastermind and then have people come to your home. And you're leading them through this one program, this one framework, this one process that you've created with the knowledge and the experience that God has given you. Okay? This is one of my students and friends. Her name's Jessica Smith. She said, I built a brand and I booked 3 coaching clients. She made a quick $400 before she ever built out her actual business, her actual program. She made a quick $400. Okay? So do what I'm telling you to do. Implement this right now while you're going through the workshop and see how this can grow and change and build over time. All right, we're going to go to our next part of our business wheel of life, which is all about marketing and selling your products. Now, take a deep breath. This doesn't have to be scary. This is the fun part. This is where you can communicate and talk to your people about what it is that you have and how you can help them. Marketing is just the process of getting people interested in what you have. That's all it is. Everything that you do is marketing. Everywhere you show up, you go into the grocery store, you are a walking marketing billboard for your product or your service, your coaching, your course, all the things. Marketing is loving what you do so much that you would feel as if you were doing your clients a disservice if you kept silent and not tell them about it. Marketing is loving. We have to be comfortable with marketing, right? Marketing is loving what you do so much that you would feel guilty not sharing about the program that you have, the knowledge that you have, and how you can help somebody get out of their funk and into the light of how you've overcome what you've overcome. That's what marketing is. And here's the God's honest truth. My coaching clients come to me all the time. And they're like, well, Brittany, I've built this product. It's amazing. It's so great. But like no one's signing up. Well, because here's the God's honest truth. If you build it, they won't come. Why? Because they don't know about it. If you share about it, they might come. They might. They will be like, oh, that looks cute. There's a cute little graphic about her course. If we share passionately, authentically, and consistently over time, guess what? Those people are going to come. They're going to come because they believe in what you're doing because now you believe what you're doing. It all starts with you. It all starts with believing that what you have is going to change their life. And if you don't believe what you have is going to radically change somebody's life, then you do not need to be selling it. You do not need to be marketing it. This is the kind of the problem what's happening right now. If I can kind of like scroll off for a second with all of this AI stuff and all of these people, selling things that aren't even their own creation or something that they're even called to do. And they're just trying to get rich quick. The problem with that is that over time, you can't continue the passion. Passion comes from inside. Passion comes from when God has given you something and you can't help but multiply it and give it away. Authenticity comes when you have walked through pain and you've come out on the other side and you're like, I can help you. And being consistent comes from belief, from not falling flat on whatever's culture is telling you to do or what's trending. So if you build it, they're not going to come. But if you share passionately, authentically, and consistently day after day, they're going to come. But you have to first believe it. And there's so many ways that you can market. There's social media marketing, content marketing, launch promo marketing, email marketing, affiliates, paid ads, hosting events for the purpose of selling. But you only need a couple of these things. You only need to really focus on one or two, which I'll teach you all of them, but you only need to focus on one or two in order to reach your people group. Just like Stacy here, she started Savor Ministries. These are all business ministries. Okay. Stacy with Savor Ministries launched her first discipleship program after going through my program, her first discipleship program, and had a goal of 12 signups and ended up with 23 more. Like she doubled her goal using our launch method and our specific email templates. So she took our launch method, she took our email templates, she put them out into her people group and had double the amount of signups. Marketing is loving, right? So here's the problem. Most business owners are marketing all day, every day. You're like, well, Brittany, you might have a business right now. You're like, I am on social media. I am podcasting. I am doing all the things, but you're not selling. There is an art. There's a formula. There's a way to sell. There's a way to convert these people from questioning what you have and then being like, I need this. There's an art and a formula. And I teach this through my BB Super Simple sales script. It starts with the hook and the problem, story and solution, call to action. This is a tested sales script that I lead all of my students through that has actually been going around for thousands of years. And so I studied this, I created it. I teach my private coaching clients how to walk through this, just like Amy. Amy used this sales script and launched her first membership community, acquired 30 founding members, then launched it again a few months later, and it got 100 more. Using this sales script, not being weird, not being salesy, not being icky, but just simply helping people remember, like, hey, you have a problem. I have a solution. Let me help you. It doesn't have to be weird. It doesn't have to be icky. You can help people by loving on them and just simply offering what you have. Okay. The last part of the business side of the business wheel of life is scaling and growth. So again, if you have been tracking with me, like, you're doing great. All right. I know this is a long workshop, but you're doing great. So we go through our clarity cycle. We went through branding. We built our products. Now we're marketing and selling. Now we're going to focus on growth. All right. Growing your business looks like a lot of things. And this is kind of the last step before you go through the cycle again. It's about outsourcing and hiring, creating funnels and workshops, up-leveling your brand, creating a new product, investing in personal coaching, raising your pricing, and running ads. I'm not going to get into all this today because I want you to focus on just starting. I want you to just focus on doing the hardest part, which is starting. Okay. The last part of the business wheel of life is personal development and spiritual growth. This is the core. This is the hub of it all. Personal development and spiritual growth is the thing that's going to prevent you from burning out, losing your focus on Jesus and what he's called you to, staying healthy, keeping your priorities in check. And we cover all of this. I walk my students, my private coaching, my memberships, my course students through this personal development, time with Jesus, health and wellness, marriage and family, time management, all the things. But for time's sake, I want to talk to you about one thing that's going to get you started today. That's going to say, like, you know what? I'm not going to wait on this anymore. It's time management. It's simply saying, I don't need to do all the things that I'm doing. I'm going to focus on what I'm called to do. In Ephesians chapter 5, verse 16, it says, therefore, be careful how you walk, not as unwise men, but as wise, making the most of your time, because the days are evil. So then don't be foolish, but understand what the will of the Lord is. If the will of the Lord, if God has been calling you to do this work, to build the programs to help people, to reach out to the people who are suffering and coach them, to host this workshop, to host this retreat, to write this book, whatever it is, don't be foolish and walk as unwise men, scrolling social media, sitting in fear, wasting your time, YouTubing your life away. Make the most of your time and understand what the will of the Lord is. Time management is essential right now. Jesus is coming back soon. We don't have time to waste. So one thing about time management that I teach is eliminate. What can you eliminate right now to free up your time so that you can start your business? What is one thing you can eliminate? One of my students a couple weeks ago was like, I started doing Walmart grocery delivery and I eliminated my grocery shopping. I automated it instead, and I have gotten about 6 hours back in my life to focus on growing my business. Someone else said that they stepped down from a leadership position in their church so that they can focus on what they're called to do. They're entering a new season. My favorite thing that my students do, and something that we've done this summer, is eliminate our time on social media. How many hours are you putting into social media? Can you eliminate it so that you can take time back, so that we're not walking as unwise men? We understand what the will of our Father is, and we're making the most use of our time. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. That's one of my favorite quotes. Schedule your priorities. If building our business is being obedient to this call in your life, if building this business, growing your product funnel, learning how to brand yourself, learning all the things, if this is important to you, schedule it in your planner. If it's a priority, schedule it and eliminate what's not serving the mission in your life right now. I know this has been a long workshop, and in the last 1 hour, I'm hopeful, prayerful that you learned something, that you're able to put into practice and make big moves right now in your business, but you might be overwhelmed with what I covered. But I'm going to be honest with you, we're just getting started. We're just scratching the surface. It would literally be impossible for me to cover everything you need to know in just 1 hour. I couldn't even cover it in a day, but I have some questions for you. Are you being called to lead and start your own business and ministry? And are you ready to finally learn how to build an online business with unlimited income potential and to serve and impact an unlimited amount of people? And then, do you want a step-by-step path to guide you along this journey of building your new online business without the sacrifice of your relationships, the cost of your soul, or joining the ever-growing get-rich-quick hustle culture? I don't want you to experience what I went through, the burnout, the loss of relationships, the unfulfillment. I want to prevent that for you. So you have a couple options here. Number one, I would love to be your coach, your mentor, your teacher. I can personally help you through all of this. So your options are simple. You can stay what you've been doing. You can stay confused, overwhelmed, scared, lonely, anxious, lost, broke, unfulfilled. Or you can come with me. I can be your mentor. I can be your teacher, and you can follow my simple, proven, step-by-step framework. And you get to make that choice. You get to make that call. I'm not going to pressure you. I'm not going to hound you for it. It's just, you have a choice. You can stay where you are, or you can choose to have somebody else be your coach, or you can follow my simple, proven, step-by-step framework. If it's okay with you, I would love to introduce you, and I would love to invite you to my online business course. My online business course. The online business course is something that I created together with 12 Christian women who helped me build this course out so that I wouldn't miss anything. They were all brand new in their business. They were either in ministry, they were moms, nurses. We had an author, and they asked me a million questions, and they helped me build this course for you to give you that unlimited income potential that you want, the ultimate time flexibility where you're not having to sacrifice time with your family and your kiddos. This course can give you fulfilling and meaningful work and a forever impact on the kingdom. You're able to do what you're called to do and help your people group by simply learning how to build an online knowledge business. So this is a step-by-step roadmap where I'm going to walk you through the business wheel of life. I'm going to teach you the how, getting clarity in your calling, building your brand, growing your audience, creating products, marketing, sales, automation, growth. And then my favorite part is I've done all the work for you. I have created launch email templates, product launch email templates, course keynote Canva templates like the one that you're seeing right now in this video, social media marketing templates, coaching templates, sales scripts, and that's just scratching the surface on what's inside of this course. Again, I wanted to make it easy, simple, so that you wouldn't have to waste time or to sacrifice your soul or your sanity in order for you to step into what you're called to do and building this online knowledge business. So module 1, we talk about building your brand. I give you the 6 elements to your brand. That's what Emily Stewart was talking about, how she was able to launch her brand with those 6 elements, how to attract the right people, repel those who aren't meant for you, how to build your storefronts to get people in your door and in your ecosystem. Module 2, I teach you how to grow your audience, how to set up evergreen growth where you're growing your audience all the time, even when you're not trying to, where your audience is just growing all the time. How to grow your audience 24/7, how to choose the right content platforms for you, how to create content. In module 3, we're going to talk about launching your brand, which is the thing that most business owners or coaches don't teach. They don't teach this step, but this step is crucial to grab attention for the building of your brand, how to include giveaways, my 5-day launch plan system. Module 4, again, we talk about building your products, how to create and launch your first course, how to create memberships, coaching programs. I give you my keynote template. Module 5, we talk about marketing and selling, which is the key to actually making money, right? You can do all the steps before, but this is the module that's going to teach you how to make money. In module 6, I teach you how to launch, automate, and grow the automatic income machine, how you make sales in your sleep, all the fun things that you want to learn, how to have a successful launch week. And then when you sign up, you get immediate access, unlimited logins, you get lifetime access. And then anytime I add anything to this course, you get the free upgrade, you get the free bonus. So once you're in for life. You get any upgrade, any revamp, any new bonus that I want to add, you get it all as soon as you sign up. So you can start today. You can get inside the course tonight, right now, start on your dream. Make that first goal actually happen where you can start learning and building and growing your business tonight. And here's the deal. I have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't love the course in the first 30 days, just send me an email. I'll refund you everything. There's no questions asked, no hoops you have to jump through, no hard feelings. We can even still be friends. You can cancel anytime. I will happily refund your investment if you're not loving this course, if you're not loving what we have for you. And here's the deal. Like, I did not go to school for business, right? I was a school teacher, a stay-at-home mom, but I can teach you how to build and be an online business or an online educator and build this business. Over the last 8 years, I've helped 1,500 women do this, build, launch, and grow their business and ministries, and I can help you too. I can definitely help you if you would like the help. We have so many bonuses for you if you join today. The Launch Your Brand bonus module. Again, this is like the secret that most educators aren't teaching. And I give you all the tools for it. I also give you a bonus Canva tutorials module. If tech is like not something that you're good at and you're like, how do I build all the things? How do I build the workbooks? How do I build the course? I do it all for you. And then not only do I give you the templates and do it all for you, but I also teach you how to build your own. If you don't like my templates, I teach you how to build your own. And then lastly, but not least, I give you the bonus, the course keynote template, which is something that I had somebody, one of my course students the other day say, like, Brittany, the price of the course or the price of the course keynote template is worth the entire price of the course. It saved them thousands of dollars on a designer, thousands of dollars of having somebody come in and build this for them. And it saved them thousands of hours of time. Y'all have no clue how much time you're going to save by using all these templates. So we have all these bonuses for you. It's a value of $397. And if you go out and get a business degree right now to learn how to do this, it's going to be 40 grand. If you sign up with my 6-month private coaching, it's going to be about 5 grand. If you come to my home and do the 2-day business intensive with me, it's going to be about $3,500. And our 6-month mastermind program is about $2,400. And so this course is the framework. And so it's only going to cost you $697 instead of the 40 grand for a business degree, instead of the 5 grand private coaching. It's just $697. But I'm slashing it in half and offering it for $397. And if you're still with me, I want to offer you a workshop bonus, a workshop only discount code where you type in code BB50 and get this course 50% off. So it's now just one payment of $198 to get lifetime access, unlimited access, and everything inside, plus anything we add in the future. And if you need more help, and if that's not sexy enough, I have also 3 payment option where when you type in this code to our 3 payment option code BB50, you can start and get everything this course offers for $73. You can start now for just $73. You can start offering coaching and make twice as much as your investment of this course. And it's just 3 payments of $73. So all you have to do, if you scroll down on this webpage, you're going to see a place where you sign up. You'll enter in your information. Don't forget to use code BB50 to get all of that money off. You'll enter in your email. You'll then create an account with me. We use a platform called Kajabi, which I will teach you how to use. You'll create your password, and you'll be sent to your new library, your new course library, where you have access to the online business course. You click view product, and now you're in the dashboard of your course. And then you get started. You learn how to do this work that I'm doing. You help your family. You help create an income for your family. And then most importantly, you serve the people God is calling you to. You help them with the knowledge and the tools that you possess. And you're able to build a business with the knowledge and experience that you already own. So again, I want to offer this special workshop pricing. It's just $198, one payment, one and done of $198 or 3 easy payments of $73. So I'm going to remind you, this is for you if you're being called to multiply your knowledge and giftings to help other people, and you're done with pushing it aside for the right time. Now's the right time. Now's the right time. I have seen it. The culture is changing so quickly, so rapidly, so fast. Now is the right time. We are not promised tomorrow. We're not promised next year. Do what you're called to do today so that whenever your master comes back to see how you've handled the talents that he has given you, you can then hear, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You are faithful with a little. I will now put you over much. Enter into the joy of your master." Now is the right time. Don't hide your talents anymore. This is for you if you're tired of working and building someone else's dream. If you're working a 9-to-5, you are building someone else's dream, someone else's vision. You're tired of it and you're ready to build your own business so that you can finally feel fulfilled, work on your own schedule, have total time freedom, be with your babies when you want to, have an unlimited income and not stress about when the economy is doing well and when it's not doing well, or who's in the White House, who's not in the White House. You have control over your life and you can now serve the masses. This is also for you if you're done wasting time, you're done wasting money, and you're done wasting energy on resources, coaching, and programs that aren't in alignment with your faith and your goals. Don't follow the same trap that I followed now, a decade ago, where I followed the wrong people and I implemented their framework that didn't align with the Word of God. Align yourself with someone who is in alignment with the same faith as you, with the same goal as you, the goal of obedience. This is not for you if you're in it to get rich quick. And I hate to say that, but that is the culture we're living in. I see it all over Instagram. It's, make $10,000 in 10 minutes. And, if you're not making $1 million bajillion in 3 months, then like this is not that program for you. I'm telling you right now, this program is going to take time, which is why you have lifetime access for it. Implementing it with excellence is going to take time. Anything good is going to take time. And with God's help, and as me as your coach, we will help you day after day, every step of the way. This is not for you if you're expecting a magic pill that will make you an overnight success. One of my mentors said it took her 10 years to become an overnight success. And that's how it works. So if you're looking for a way to become an overnight success, this is not for you. This is not for you if you're not willing to put in the work to create an online business that will stand the test of time. We are not here to be sleazy or slimy and to just try to get people's money. We're trying to help people with the knowledge and experience and the talents that God has given us. That is what we're doing here. So we're not trying to just sell stuff. We are trying to change the trajectory of people's lives with what we have and what we can offer them. So if any of that resonates with you, this course is for you. This program is for you. Our Well Done Women community is for you. So you've been with me for now an hour. So I want to give you the gift that I promised you at the beginning. If you scroll down, you're going to see a link to grab your free Launch Your Brand social media templates. Even if you don't join us inside of this course or inside of Well Done Women, I still want to give this to you. I still want to help you. And I would still love to be your coach, even if it's just from afar, even if it's just on Instagram, even if it's just through the podcast. All right. So go ahead and scroll down, click that link. You'll be able to have all of these Canva templates that you can tweak and share to your audience. So when you started this workshop, you were confused, you were overwhelmed, and you were scared, right? You are one click away from getting clarity, having confidence, and a new life. And what I want you to do right now is remember that dream that you had at the beginning of this workshop. Imagine your dream coming true. Imagine your dream actually happening. Imagine your life 1 year from now. You have multiple digital products. You have a course created. You have a coaching program where you're helping people one-on-one. You've hosted your first retreat. You have time freedom to do what you want to do. You have monthly income coming in and growing. And you finally feel fulfilled. You finally feel fulfilled because you see your life impacting other people's life. You see your experience and your knowledge changing families, changing generations, and you're able to sleep really well at night because you are stepping into obedience in what you're called to do. So again, remember your 3-year dream. Remember your why. Why did you press play on this workshop? Remember that your dream is not an accident. This workshop that you've attended was not an accident. Remember why you joined, and remember your why. And I'm going to wrap up with this. This online business course can change your life. I would love to not only coach you and mentor you and help you through this course, I would also love to see your life forever impacted, your children's lives forever impacted. That's why I created this. That's why I do what you do. Our entire goal and purpose and why Well Done Women exists is to help you multiply what God has given you, to help you multiply your talents and your giftings and your strengths and your knowledge and your experience, and multiply it to other people and to share it with other people, and it become a wildfire throughout our country, throughout our world, so that you can hear well done, so that I can hear well done, good and faithful servant. You are faithful in the little. I will put you over much. Today, my prayer is that you are faithful over a little. You take that one step of obedience. You take that one act of faith and join us inside of the online business course. Love you guys.